Welcome, fans and collectors. This is Marvel and DC 379 with another review, and today we'll be looking at DC Universe Classics Green Lantern and the most famous Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. So, if you've known me, Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel superhero, or just my favorite superhero, period. But Green Lantern Hal Jordan is definitely my favorite superhero from DC. And this Green Lantern mold has been reused, repainted, re-released so many times that Hal Jordan might as well be his own core. And they even use this mold in part of the DC Comics multiverse, where it's based on the Super Friends version, and it's pretty much the same. It's just the paint job is different, especially the green. And well, I'm not gonna get that because I'm happy with this figure, and I like to have my figures to feel as comic accurate as possible. Not saying the other stuff is bad by any means. Okay, so let's begin. Colors are a metallic green, which shines beautifully. And normally I'd be concerned with that kind of paint, like things like chrome paint, metallic paint, but this stays on very nicely. I've had this for a couple of months, but I haven't seen any signs of chipping. So that's what happens when you take good care of your toys, or when companies actually use much stronger paint. And the black on his suit is very nice, very glossy. And there's white for the chest and for the gloves. But honestly, I never cared for the white gloves. I mean, I know it's comic accurate. It's just a nitpick in terms of design. Kind of reminds me of Power Rangers. Not saying that's a bad thing, but honestly, I like the design from the Green Lantern First Flight movie, where it's black gloves with green wristbands. I've always thought that looked so much cooler. And there's his iconic lantern symbol on his chest. And let's take a look at the head sculpt. This looks spot on. Looks just like Hal Jordan. I mean, I could pull a comic book and show how accurate this head sculpt is. Looks just like Hal Jordan with the brown hair, his mask, and the white eyes. It looks exactly like him. This is one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen. So, for articulation, ball jointed head, hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, swivel wrist, hinge torso, swivel waist, DC Universe Classics hip joints, leg swivel, hinge knees, and hinged ankles. So, standard DC Universe Classics articulation. He doesn't come with any accessories, but when I first bought him, he came from the Solomon Grundy wave, if I remember correctly. And I would have preferred if they gave him a lantern, because one of his hands is like a gripping fist, so he can hold it, but he doesn't come with his power battery lantern. Though I'm pretty positive that one of his re-released versions has a lantern. But here's the really cool part. If you have other Green Lantern figures with constructs, they are 100% compatible. And well, if you've seen my Kyle Rayner review, he does come with this awesome construct sword, and it is compatible. Notice there's like an empty space right here. You can slide it onto his fist like this. See? And if you know me, I love swords, both fictional and real. So I actually have Hal Jordan displayed like this. So that's what I love about the Lantern figures. Their constructs are completely compatible, and you can give them to your other Lantern figures. Not just Green Lantern, but any other Lantern characters and figures. And I just hope that DC Multiverse releases Lantern characters with construct accessories, or at least release an accessory pack. Either would be great. So, my final thoughts on this guy. This may be me being biased because how much I love the character, but even on its own, this toy is really great. Standard articulation, the metallic paint, the sculpt, the detail. The only thing bad I have to say is that he does not come with any accessories at all. Not a collect and connect piece, no constructs, no power battery, but otherwise, this is a really great figure. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hey Spidey, have you met my new friend? His name is Green Lantern. He's a superhero from another universe.
It's very nice to meet you. Wow, you sound just like me. Hey Deadpool, you're right. Your new friend's cool. He looks like you, but he sounds like me.
I knew you guys like each other. But honestly, if you had your own TV shows, they would get critical acclaim, but get cancelled and last only 2 or less seasons.